So then, when we sent the husband's lawyer our witness list for the alimony hearing, and his third and fourth mistress were both on there, well, let's just say it changed the whole discussion about settlement.
Oh my God, I bet.
Oh, hey, buddy. Come here.
Aw.
I'm so sorry. It's my fur baby.
Oh,
He's
what's
not
your fur
feeling
baby's
well
name?
today.
I'm very sorry. I'm sorry to hear
Yes.
that.
This is Mr. Bingley.
What a sweet boy, huh?
Yes. He'll be joining us for the rest of the call. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
I'm
Um,
happy to have him.
All of that to say, in answer to your original question, yes, there are some times that a collaborative divorce process is just not feasible. Like with the guy I was just talking about, he kept trying to deny being unfaithful, and we knew we could prove what was really going on, so we had no choice but to litigate. And the fool ended up settling anyway, but only after spending a boatload of money and wasting everybody's
Oh
time.
my God. Wow. Oh my God.
So, if you do have one spouse who keeps on making demands and insisting that a certain issue has to go their way or else, or if one of them commits to providing financial records up front but they don't follow through, then at some point you just have to call it, and you can still go to court if need be.
Okay, but you don't think that we're there with Beebs yet, do you?
Oh, no, no. It's
Okay.
still early on here,
Okay.
and your husband has a good lawyer, and she knows the deal. Thankfully, with him choosing a collaborative lawyer, it's now on her to get him to provide all the documents that he has, and then we'll look at that alongside all the records you have provided to me.
Okay, good. And I think I got everything to you. Thanks for sending me that drop Dropbox link. It made everything so much easier, but I want to make sure that you did get everything.
Good. I am so glad to hear that. My firm has this official secure file transfer portal
Oh
thing, but
God.
it's been kind of glitchy lately, and it
Hmm.
just takes a lot of paralegal work on the back end to sort through the uploads. Plus, most people hate getting that secure message email and having to jump through all those clicks and set up their own password. So, anyway, it's just easier to get everything from you this way, and then we just port it into our system from there.
Okay. All right. So you did get everything that you needed?
Well, let me check real quick. I think so. Looks good so far. There may be a few gaps here and there, but I'll just get Rochelle to help fill those in. But this looks great. So we are just waiting on his documents and disclosures, but we gave him until Monday before we have another four-way meeting on Thursday. So I think we are good.
Okay. And I'm sorry to ask again. I feel uncomfortable bringing this up, but are we going to ask him about the infidelity stuff? Because I just don't feel like he's answered that yet. And it's just, it's just kind of hard to sit here and like just watch him be so blasé about everything, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I believe we will. I have already told his lawyer that even though you don't have any definitive proof, there are a whole lot of concerns that point that way. The longer hours, the time when he's just been completely incommunicado, and just his general distance and disinterest in the relationship.
okay. I mean, like, ever since he moved out, he just won't even talk to me about it or about us or anything. And if he did cheat on me, I just don't even know how I can trust him about anything. I mean,
I
anything.
I hear you. I hear you. It's a big issue. Even in a collaborative process, you're right, because of the whole trust factor. When I mentioned that to his lawyer, she was kind of defensive at first. She said he
Of
had
course.
denied anything sexual happened with anybody else before you two separated. Oh, ooh, Amanda. Uh-oh. Is my Wi-Fi acting crazy again? Oh, no. It's okay, buddy. Mama's almost done. Oh, there we go.
Hi.
Amanda?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So
I
you were think that his lawyer got defensive? I mean, what? I mean, is a lawyer supposed to get defensive?
Well, it can happen sometimes. She kind of tried to hedge, the question and was defensive at first. But she did deny that anything sexual happened, before you two were separated. And she thinks that should be enough. And that since we're not going to court and we're focusing on the future, as she says, it shouldn't matter. But I did explain how having these concerns just out there on the table and unaddressed does affect the dynamic for our negotiations, and particularly your ability to weigh all of your options.
Right, because you told me, I mean, if I go back a couple months, you said that having an affair matters because it's more alimony, right? And I am jobless. I have nothing. I need alimony, not to be selfish and eat bonbons all day, but because I have to go back to school. I have to get clothes. For jobs. If it turns out that he was cheating, that's supposed to support my case, right?
It's not quite that simple. Alimony is determined by considering a set of 21 factors listed in the statute. And yes, one of them is unfaithfulness during the marriage, but it's not like this automatic guarantee like a lot of people think it is.
God. Okay, but you saw the Verizon bill that I downloaded with all the texts, right? All of his text messages.
I think I saw that.
Okay. Yeah. I sent it to you last night. It was like hundreds and hundreds of texts and a dozen or more calls to some some repeated phone number in the Boston area. And we don't even know anybody in the Boston area. And I asked him who it was the day he left, and he wouldn't tell me who it was. I was like, You've got to be kidding me. Like, who still tracks their stuff via text? You want me to know about this, right? Like, but he wants this. I feel like he wants this.
Amanda, but
sorry.
But also,
sorry.
It's okay. I understand this is very hard, but I also want you to remember the other thing that we talked about. Remember, even if all the texts were with some woman or man, I suppose, or even if they were of a romantic nature, it would still take a lot more to prove that he actually had a sexual relationship during the marriage before you two separated. We'd have to prove.
Okay, but what if he did it, and what if he admits to it? Do I still have to collaborate with the asshole?
Well, I mean,
or?
not necessarily. Look, I think we need to just cross that bridge when we get to it, okay? For example, if he admits to an affair and is willing to let it factor into his decision making in terms of how accommodating he can be when we talk about support and alimony, then we might be able to keep it collaborative. And he may want that himself, if he wants to keep it all quiet. Mm-hmm. And that may shift the leverage of negotiations without you having to worry about proving anything. So it really all depends on how he shows up and talks about it. Does that make sense?
I mean, it has to, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Sydney. It just sucks. I mean, I put my career on hold. I put everything on hold so that he could move forward. I mean, I sound like a cliche. I sound like a friggin' cliche that I put everything on hold so that he could advance his career and I would take care of the kids. And we have beautiful kids and I love them.
Oh, Amanda, I lost her again. Oh my gosh, this is not my day. I don't think it's me. Shoot. Maybe,
Hi.
Amanda, hi. I'm so sorry. I lost you again.
Okay.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I lost
me. Yeah.
I know you were sharing some of your frustrations, and I am so sorry that you're having to deal with this. You were talking about, your children that you're having to raise.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am exhausted to my bones, and I'm taking care of everybody. I'm taking care of everything. I cannot take care of myself. I want to, I want to do better, but I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it all by myself. I don't know. I'm so afraid. I am so afraid. I don't,
I
what do you tell people in my situation? I don't know what to do.
I know, Amanda, I know this is so hard. And oh, no, we are running over on time, but I do not want to leave off there. I do not want to leave off there. I can stay on, but I do need to move to this other call. Would you want to take a little break before we shift gears to looking at the co-parenting plan proposal?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay, because I do not want to leave. I know that you're really upset right now. I'm going to shut my video and mute, and then I'll come back on in 10 minutes. Just go grab you a Kleenex, get a glass of water, clear your head. We will revisit this in 10 minutes, and we will keep on going. We will figure this out. So I'm going to mute my video, and I will be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay.